Most people want freedom. They want to wake up when they feel like it. They want to eat whatever they crave. They want the easy life. But here's the truth, that's not freedom. That's slavery. Slavery to weakness. Slavery to comfort. Slavery to impulses that will destroy you. Real freedom comes from discipline. Discipline is waking up when the alarm goes off. No snooze button, no excuses. Discipline is saying no to the junk food when every cell in your body is screaming yes. Discipline is grinding through the workout when you're tired, sore, and out of breath. And why? Because discipline gives you control. It gives you power over your body, your mind, your time. When you own your time, you own your life. That is freedom. Without discipline, you drift. You're a leaf in the wind, pushed around by every distraction, every weakness, every temptation. With discipline, you are the storm. You set the course. You decide where you go. So stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting for the right mood. Freedom isn't given. It's earned. Every rep, every early morning, every sacrifice stacks up into the one thing everybody wants, but few are willing to fight for: freedom. Comfort feels good in the moment, but it's a trap. When you give in to comfort, you're handing over your freedom piece by piece. Hitting the snooze button feels harmless, but it robs you time you can never get back. Skipping the workout feels easy, but it locks you into weakness that follows you for years. Every small choice to chase comfort chains you tighter to a life you don't control. It feels like freedom in the moment, but in reality, it's surrender. The problem with comfort is that it trains you to obey your impulses. You're no longer the one in charge. Your cravings, your fatigue, your excuses start dictating your decisions. You stop being the commander of your own life and become a passenger. When you let those impulses run the show, you can't choose where you go, how far you rise, or what you accomplish. That's not freedom. That's slavery to your weaker self. True slavery doesn't always come with chains or bars. It comes with soft couches and easy escapes. It's disguised as pleasure, but behind that disguise is control. Comfort lulls you into believing you're free, because nothing is forcing you to move. Nothing is demanding you to act. But when you look closer, you realize comfort has stolen your ability to choose the hard path. The path that actually leads to growth, strength, and real freedom. The more you chase comfort, the less capable you become. And the less capable you are, the smaller your world gets. Suddenly, opportunities slip away because you're not ready. Challenges crush you because you're too weak. And your dreams fade because you don't have the discipline to chase them. That's the cost of choosing comfort. It shrinks your life until all you have left are excuses and regrets. Discipline is the ultimate form of control. When you practice discipline, you are no longer at the mercy of moods, feelings, or distractions. You don't wait to feel like it. You act because you said you would. That shift in power is everything. It means you are in charge of your decisions instead of your emotions dictating them. Control over yourself is control over your life. And discipline is the weapon that gives you that control. Every time you choose discipline, you are reclaiming time that would have been wasted. You set the schedule, you set the standard, and you follow through. While others drift through the day reacting to whatever comes, you are proactive, deliberate, and intentional. That control over your time is what separates the person who accomplishes something from the one who only dreams about it. The hours are the same, but discipline multiplies them into results. Discipline also gives you control over your body. Instead of being ruled by fatigue, laziness, or cravings, you teach your body to obey your mind. When you decide to push through pain, when you decide to fuel yourself with what you need instead of what you crave, you're building strength, not just physically, but mentally. That control builds resilience. And resilience is what allows you to keep going when most people quit. And then there's control over the mind itself. Discipline trains you to focus when the world tries to pull you in 1,000 directions. It sharpens your thoughts, clears out the noise, and locks your attention on what matters. Without that control, you're scattered and weak, pulled into distractions that don't serve you. With discipline, you harness the full power of your mind. And when your mind is under control, there's no limit to how far you can go. Freedom doesn't fall into your lap. It's not handed over because you want it or because you think you deserve it. Freedom is bought, and the currency is discipline. Every early morning you grind through, every sacrifice you make, every time you choose the harder path over the easy one, you're paying the price. That price stacks up day after day, until eventually you've earned something priceless, and the ability to live on your own terms. Think about the difference between someone who trains and someone who doesn't. The disciplined person earns the freedom to run without gasping for air, to carry weight without breaking down, to face challenges without falling apart. That freedom didn't just happen. It was carved out of sweat, pain, and relentless consistency. Meanwhile, the undisciplined person stays trapped inside their own limitations, chained by weakness they built themselves. The same goes for time. Discipline gives you the freedom to use time instead of losing it. You earn the freedom to focus on your goals because you already cut out the wasted hours of distraction. You earn the freedom to say yes to opportunities because you built yourself into someone ready to handle them. Without that earned discipline, every chance that comes your way is just another reminder of how unprepared you are. And when you start stacking up discipline in every area, body, mind, habits, and you begin to experience a kind of freedom most people can't even imagine. The freedom to walk into hard situations with confidence instead of fear. The freedom to push past limits that once controlled you. The freedom to choose your path instead of being pushed down one. All of that is earned. Motivation is a spark. It feels powerful. It feels exciting, but it burns out fast. You can't rely on it to carry you through the long grind. Motivation disappears the moment the work gets uncomfortable. The moment fatigue sets in, the moment life throws distractions your way. If you build your life on motivation, you'll never last because it's unstable. Discipline is the foundation. It's what keeps you moving forward when the spark of motivation dies out. When you wake up tired and your body begs you to stay in bed, motivation won't save you. But discipline will. Discipline doesn't care how you feel. It doesn't care about comfort, excuses, or moods. Discipline says, get up. Do the work. Stick to the plan. It's cold, it's unforgiving, but it's reliable. And reliability is what separates those who finish from those who quit. The problem with chasing motivation is that it keeps you waiting. You sit around hoping for the right song, the right quote, the right moment to get inspired. Meanwhile, the disciplined person is already moving, already building, already growing. By the time motivation finally shows up, they're miles ahead. The truth is, simple discipline doesn't wait. It acts. And that action creates progress whether you feel like it or not. Discipline is what transforms ordinary days into extraordinary results. Most of the progress you make won't happen on the days you feel good. It will happen on the days you feel nothing. When motivation is gone, when every part of you wants to quit, that's when discipline steps in. That's when you find out what you're really made of. And when you live that way long enough, you stop depending on motivation altogether. Because discipline becomes who you are. Discipline turns you from someone who reacts to life into someone who commands it. Without it, you're tossed around by circumstance, constantly shifting course based on what feels easiest in the moment. But with discipline, you set the direction and you refuse to be moved. You gain the ability to keep going when others collapse, to push forward when obstacles pile up, to live, and to stay focused when the world is screaming for your attention. That's the kind of power that makes you unstoppable. When you live with discipline, setbacks don't destroy you, they forge you. Every failure becomes fuel. Every obstacle becomes a chance to prove that nothing can hold you down. People around you quit when the path gets hard because their comfort runs out. Their motivation runs out. But discipline doesn't run out. It keeps driving you forward, step by step, until what looked impossible is behind you. This kind of strength doesn't just affect your goals, it changes your entire life. Discipline frees you from doubt, from fear, from hesitation. You don't waste time wondering if you can do something. You know you can because you've trained yourself to keep showing up no matter what. That consistency builds confidence, and that confidence builds momentum. Momentum becomes unstoppable force, and that force carries you a life that few will ever touch. In the end, discipline isn't just a tool. It's the foundation of freedom, power, and purpose. It's what allows you to take command of your life and live it on your own terms. The discipline path is hard, but it's the only path that leads to true freedom. Comfort will chain you. Motivation will abandon you. But discipline will never fail you. Build it, and you will become unstoppable.